What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Lee Roly Broly back here with another video. Now, if you can't tell by the title, um, in my opinion, the agency is one of the best businesses in this game. Not only do we have the wall save, you can see right here in the bottom right. I can't even point. I'm pointing at my monitor like you guys can see it. I got 72K in the safe accruing, right? But at the same time, tell me if I'm wrong. Each one, if you look at the left side of the screen, let me see, I'm gonna stand up real quick actually. I found myself in a great lobby of folks. Each one of these trophies or these things here have to do with security contracts, right? The bomb, right? Construction hat. I'm missing two, I believe. I'm not sure which one. See the little golf ball there, taxi. Um, each one of these is pertaining in the golf club. I think the club's already there. Anyway, each one of these is pertaining to the business, right? The thing about it, right? So, in order for this business to be good, you have to do a couple things. Like it already offers a few things off rip. And actually, let me just stand up. We're gonna go and we're gonna show what it actually offers, right? So, one, you can get them in a handful of locations, right? Handful of locations around the city. So you don't have to worry about being up in Paleto Bay, right? Somewhere to spawn, somewhere safe, right? Just like pretty much everywhere that you spawn, right? They got the snacks, right? Snacks, beautiful. Fill absolutely up with snacks except for the redwood and except for the pisswasser, right? Because, pisswasser you might want to need. Smokes, I don't know anything for smokes. Pisswasser you could use for getting rid of those effects when you're selling the weed business, the MC business, something like that. But you also have your own personal ammunition, right? Armory, ammunition, right? Parachutes, come on, bro. Body armor, you see, I need armor. Look, just hit X, fill it up. Now, during the holiday, they do give us all of these, right? You run some highs, you need to deal with something or whatever. You just use them all easily now. Now, what I will say is, let me just go ahead while I'm here. 6666666. Oh, and proximity. Oh, I already have those. Okay. Yeah, right. You can at least buy your ammo and it's armor, right? You don't have to go to ammunition. Yeah, you might be running around on the map, blah blah blah, but like you can spawn in, run in, grab armor, right? So actually, this is first off, look at this view, Vespucci, right? But this is the bed, right? You'll be laying down. All right, hold on, ready. I'll show you how you spawn in literally, right? Chop, you got Chop chilling with you, even though I don't condone dogs on beds. That's actually insane. So right, boom, get out of bed. What you do is you pop up the menu, boom, you try to register into your business, right? You run right over here, snacks to your right, armory is right in front of you. You don't need either? Perfect. This is kind of annoying, right? Having to run downstairs, but come on, bro. Like it's a game. This is why we do this. Actually, right? Run downstairs, claim your money. Hopefully, by here, you can register into your business. But there's so many prompts that come up. Hopefully, when you get to the chair, you just sit down. Boom, and it's gonna be like you hit right or left to sign into your business on the D-pad. Log in, look for the security contracts. Oh my gosh! So before we get into before we get to the security contracts, because I'm going to start a security contract, we're going to move on, and then I'm just going to play. Right, I'm going to show you what else you could do within using the agency to show how good it is. Right, how it could just help. I guess I'll say. the VIP contract, right? So there are other contracts, I believe, these little contracts, this guy, but the big one is this Dr. Dre contract, right? Um, no, we're not doing that. I refuse. But it's a solo heist, right? If I'm not mistaken, every heist before this, um, I think I can't even remember if this came after Cayo Perico, right? But aside from the Cayo Perico heist, right, every other heist that we have requires a person, at least one other player, if not, excuse me, if not four players, right? Now, if you play the originals in order, nobody dies. Um, you can get more money that way, right? If you do it the certain way and you do the secret challenge, right? But that's not always viable, you know what I mean? Like everybody doesn't have three other people to play with. Sometimes it's just you log on, you got a little bit of time, you run up your businesses or whatever. But ultimately, a lot of people play solo, right? So this was one of the and is still one of the only heists. Not really. Now you could do the Cluck and Bell. You could do the Mackenzie if you buy the Mackenzie, right? Um, but this was one of the first solo heists, and when it's double money, it is the best solo heist to do because you get a guaranteed 2 million. This pays out 1 million completely. Excuse me, VIP contract pays out 1 million completely to you. Takes a little, like just about an hour. Cayo Perico, you can finish in about 35 to 45 minutes setup time, and then you run the mission. It might be about 50 minutes top to bottom. Could be 40 top to bottom, how depending on how proficient you are. But again, this is one of the better solo heists to have in the back pocket, especially for when they rotate the double money bonus over here. On top of that, right, you have the armory. Snacks are everywhere, right? You got access to the snacks. Um, I will say, right, we'll get there, right? We'll get there. So, FAB contract, top notch, right? But also, it gives you access to the security contracts. Now, I made this like the video might seem basic. I made this video specifically because right now, what I do have are the three ones I would even consider acceptable, right? Recover valuables, you usually just run over to a strip club or something, and then yeah, you recover the stuff, come right back, right? Uh, Vehicle recovery, what you do is you run in, you go to either the airport or you go to some random place over in on the map, right? La Mesa, something like that. The only one that I wouldn't do for this vehicle recovery is if it has to do with, I think it's Merryweather, if I'm not mistaken. Like anything that has to do with the Merryweather HQ or yeah, having to go into a recover an animal, right? Recover valuables. If it's recovering that monkey, it's like one specific monkey mission. I refuse to do that, and the only way to get up out of that is hop in lobbies, which is annoying because you might not even be able to get into your business again. But ultimately, yeah, I do not recommend going to anything that has to do with Merryweather HQ, any business sale mission deal with HQ like the bunker. No, 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 no. Going to recover that monkey. No, you fly over there, you go all the way through the building, shooting all the people, and you got to take this slow behind van while the freaking mercenaries are pulling up on you in jeeps, shooting you with their laser accuracy. You spawn back in, and they're shooting you from down the street, and you gotta drive the slow van back, and they're just throwing waves and waves of people at you. It's so annoying, right? But if you take your attention down to the bottom left side of the screen, right? As you can see from these earnings, I made 29 million from this place, man. 29 million. Now, I have done 53 specific excuse me, yeah, 53 recover valuables security contracts. Now, if you take your attention to the bottom right of the screen here, it's here. I'll do it this way, right? Uh, Specialist Plus pays 69K. Sometimes it pays 66K. Specialist, sometimes it's like 57K, 60K, I think maybe. And then they even have like basic ones. Of course, I love to see a Specialist Plus, right? Love to see a Specialist Plus. But if I ever see one of these three, or excuse me, one of these two, these are the two I recommend, right? Recover valuables and vehicle recovery. Now, this gang termination, I don't really recommend it, but I did it the other day and it spawned me over by, let me look, spawned me over by the docks here, right? Like, which one was I? It might have been this one. Yeah, I think this is Meriwether here, but like, it's like this one. Or it was like over here. Sometimes it throws you in weird areas where the train is and they're hiding up in the area, right? I got a lucky one. And all you had to do was just kill the leaders, right? Kill the gang leaders. Bruh, I sat far away with my oppressor Mark II and just locked onto the people and just boom, 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 kill one lieutenant, kill the second lieutenant, and then I messed around and caught the third one like a minute or so afterwards. I got the thing done in like 2 minutes. Boom, done. 60K. And what's crazier is, again, like I said, like we gonna get to that later, but yeah, nonetheless. So sometimes the gang termination's okay. There are other, like, I don't recommend anything that's not these three. There's like the asset protection. You got to do, again, way like survive waves of people coming in, and I just don't recommend that. You can't let the person die that you're defending. I don't recommend that. And then there is one other type of security contract that I'm blanking on. Give me 1 second here. I am looking them up. Yeah, it's just the asset protection. I think that's it. Oh no, excuse me. Yeah, rescue operation. No, thank you. Right? Asset protection. No, thank you. Liquidize assets is destroy a shipment. I don't even like that one. That one's very annoying as well. Um, but the gang termination is just 4 lieutenants or captains that you have to kill, and nice, easy breezy sometimes, right? Sometimes it's very annoying. So I generally just stay to vehicle recovery, right? So that's the thing about it. You spawn in here, you do one, or like you hopefully see one of these, boom, right? If you can even get into your business, right? That's if you can get your business. Generally, you can, right? But each time you do one of these, right? So I've done 53 of these. I'm not even going to do it off the Specialist Plus number, right? Let's just say that I've done, say I on average get 50K from these, right? That's 2 million from this, right? So 2 million from this. I done got 2 million from that. That's on the low ball. That's on 50K, right? But you see specialists is, you see, whoa, actually, okay, let me drop that down actually. But okay, so I was wondering if these total, or if these earnings was including my Dr. Dre runs, but evidently it is including my Dr. Dre runs, because you see that VIP contracts right down there. So I'd have made a good bit of money from this business. I could have bought what? I could bought all 3 mansions Not really. Maybe I could have bought all three mansions. With this, with as much work as I done put into this business, I can buy all three mansions, right? And so let's do this. We're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Recover valuable. We're gonna do vehicle recovery, right? Let's just do it. Excuse me. So before we do that, each one of these, right, adds $500 to your wall safe, right? So my wall safe has 72K in it because I have 100, what did it say, 125 contracts done, right? So multiply that by 500. Is it 500 or 250? Now, I've heard people say that it's $500 to the wall safe, right? So then you can like ultimately have 500K. Um, but I don't know if that maths out properly, right? So there's going to be a maximum of 250K in that bad boy. Okay, so you could you once you get up to 200 contracts, like that's the number that we're striving for, right? 200. Oh, okay, yeah. So that, I guess it does make sense. So we're aiming for 200 contracts, right? So then there's going to be $1,250 put into the safe every time that you, what's it called? Right? Am I tripping? No, 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 no. Oh, my math is. I'm looking real chop right now. So every contract that you fulfill will permanently net $100 to the safe, right? No, that's wrong. Maybe it's 10K now because the safe capacity is 250K, right? Yeah. Yeah, it adds 100 to your total is what it does, right? So you'll have up to a maximum of 20K. Okay, geez Louise, I'm a brick. You guys can see I'm a clear brick. But yeah, you do 200 contracts, you get $100 for each one that you add into it, right? And then it'll get you 20K per, or it'll get you 20K every hour in GTA, if I'm not mistaken. Hour 48 hours, excuse me. So that's another way to make money, right? So there's just passive money that over time. So not only do you get your money from your contract that you're doing, right? 60, 50K, right? You also will be getting passive money from the wall safe. And then you'll also have access to the Dr. Dre heist, right? And then, God forbid, God forbid, it's on double money. You're making big chicken, right? Big chicken. Now let's hope I don't get this terrible mission here. Is he gonna call me as I'm Now he calls me once we get outside. So, right, what's real convenient once you start up one of these security contracts? What you can do, like, so, right, the agency comes with a garage, right? It comes with, oh my gosh, it comes with Amani Tech. Like, I can't even start this mission. It comes with the Amani Tech capabilities, missile lock on jammers, remote control cars. You can make a remote control Hellcat. You can remote control a handful of cars, right? And you can also put oil proximity mines, like the left trigger clicking, dropping mines behind you while you're driving. People driving, chasing you, you blow them up. Beautiful, right? Like, are you kidding me? The Amani Tech, you get a free car. You get the free car just for doing the first dose, last dose missions. You get a free car, free electric car. It's like the second or third fastest car in the game, right? Not bad at all. On top of that, I can exit via free heli. Excuse me. Exit via free heli. Now, hopefully, I do get a good mission here, and it's not the freaking the monkey mission, man. I know it's gonna be a monkey mission.
Is the CEO of a fancy ass perfume brand,
Oh, she has a fancy pet.
just had a taste of the real world. Got herself mugged while she was smoking outside of whatever fucking restaurant.
Okay, cool.
This week. The MO sounds like the Lost MC. You know what I'm saying? They made off with all her jewelry, and get this, the necklace don't even belong to her. She had stolen it from one of her rich girlfriends, so she can't go to the fucking cops. That's where we come in. The Lost have been hanging out over in West Vinewood over in Tequila La. Hey, go pay him a visit and get that fucking jewelry back, alright?
Oh wow, look at that. Tequila La. It's like I've done this before, right? So, all you do is you fly right over to the little location, no big deal. Now, this is annoying. We'll see if I can do this properly, but I be getting bodied right here. I be getting, because there's an MF with a shotgun right here. See that guy? Boom. Boom. What we gonna do it this way? Let's see. Watch this. Duka. Alright, gonna handle that. Oh no, what? I had the weapon wheel and I was hitting up on the bumper, bro. This game is so fake. NPCs don't know how to act. Now the whole joint's on fire. We're good. I hope they die. Damn, he bodied me, bro. Can I see where the John is? Nah, I don't even. Any early seeing of it? Yep, here it is. Save code. Alright, shotgun back in hand. Combat shotgun, best gun in the game. She could blame me too, bro. Sheesh. He could blame me. He could blame me. Make it nice and easy. Just gotta find a little save code around here. Now, sometimes you do have to go down here. There are more people down in the basement. And they are problems, right? You gotta go down this door down here. Shit. It's about to be raps for the kid. You seen that? Now, you see this guy coming down the street. What's his name? I will end Jonathan's time on this game, bro. This could turn into a very different situation, John boy. Let's get my wrong door. Skedaddle, bro. This is why it's convenient to have And we will go on with our business. Take it right on back to the agency, right? MBD, no big deal. Now, I hate that I can't go into the garage or in here, right? Just give me the option. So that's kind of annoying. But all in all, nice, easy, breezy.
Hey, very nice.
Thanks, cousin. Appreciate you. Right, so right straight from here,
Everything okay?
we can go down to the garage, right? I can show you the car that you get for, like I said, doing the first dose and last dose mission. So it also it propels you to get another free business within the acid lab, right? So not only do you get access to this place, right, with all the stuff, the armory, contracts, right, special vehicle abilities, right? You literally get into another business, right? Another business gets put into your possession, right? So that you can then get more money as well and a
Okay,
free
then.
supercar, right? Li- Literally a free supercar. Now I haven't Amani teched it, and I haven't done all this stuff, right? But what I have done is the first dose and last dose in order to get this car, but also sold enough of the asset to where if I was to sell within this business or sell this within a full lobby,
Hey, so,
I get 400k, or excuse me, I get a guaranteed 500k pretty much. And again, solo business, solo friendly business is what I should call it, right? So just finished a security contract. I tried to source my acid, fill it up. It's already filled. So what I could do is
yo,
call
what you need?
Franklin, and I have a 2 minute cooldown on my security contracts. What I could do is request a payphone hit, and these payphone hits are super duper easy. They used to pay out 80k. Oh my gosh, but they nerfed it.
All right, got it.
They
I'll ask
nerfed it.
around and
They
get back
nerfed
to
it
you.
into the ground. But it's 45k, right? So it's not bad. So you do a specialist, specialist plus, you get 60k, 70k, right? But then you wind up getting a payphone hit for 45k, and you might mess around and make 100k in 5 minutes, right? Not really 5 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes, right? But that's 100k in 10 minutes. God forbid you didn't do your HSW race for the week and your regular time trial for the week. And if you have RC Bandito, the RC Bandito for the week, the Junk Energy for the week. Grab a G's Cash. Shay. Excuse me, I keep saying cash. It's cachet, right? So it's just so many odds. And then, like, you could do this. I bet you it's going to take a little bit. Like, and if it does take more than 2 minutes, sometimes it won't. It don't. I don't even know what they asked me to do, man. I shouldn't have skipped the cutscene. That's genuinely my bad. But okay, look, it's beautiful. It's at the golf place. And of course, like, why, man? This is what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm trying to do something. I got this random person that I met through a friend in my lobby asking me about heists. I run heists for people. It's okay. I appreciate you. But, like, bro, should have went to invite only lobby. Not really, right? It's really fine. But at the same time, Let's see if I can sneak my way into here. Because all I'm doing is trying to complete this really quick. So, easy security contract. Sometimes it's you just gotta go, you gotta assassinate somebody a specific way in the construction area. You gotta pick somebody up in a taxi and blow them up, right? Blow them up in a gas station, something like that. All right, so this is the one that like I don't know. I don't know where these holes be. She said hole 6. I saw hole 8. That's hole 3. So it's just gonna be. I guess it's not where he is. It's gonna be where he's about to go. But I just gotta make it there. I wanna go. Take me there. Let's go there. Just take me to that. Take me there. I wanna go there. Oh, how perfect. Actually, thanks for coming in here. Actually,
What you need?
because one thing that you could do is you can activate a 500-meter area for you and your gang members to be hidden from other players on the radar.
Prepare to go.
People won't
Ghost.
come in and bother me. And as long as you stay in this little bubble, you won't be seen, which is super cool, man. So I think this is hole 6. This is where he's at. Yeah, he's at 6 here. So. Oh, wait, no, he's already there. So I gotta go hurry up and plant this here? Am I tripping? Or is it the other way?
We'll talk about that internship, okay? She better be cute.
Alright, so it's not here. Oh. No, it's down here. Oh, 6. Ah. Thank you. Okay, so what a terrible. How terrible. Why isn't it letting me snap? Oh, there it is. There it was. There it is. Plant the bomb. They seen me do it though. Oh no. No, I just needed to. God damn it. Alright, well, when you don't do it properly, you get 50K. You get all these people on you. And I guess that's the annoying part. Is a lot of it is knowing what you're doing. So like man, it's not like I ain't know. I just couldn't find this shit, man. Like, golly, pissing me off. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Alright. Dang. Oh. Whoa. I got Buddy over here. Just go ahead and get the gone, bro. So, was that worth it? No. If I'd have got the other drone, it would have been totally worth it, man. Totally worth it. But that's okay, right? That's okay. Just what we gonna do is solidify our way on up out of here. Yeah, basically you just do this stuff on repeat. Hopefully it turns out a little bit more successful than, you know what I mean, my efforts here, but all in all, it is a really good way to make money. And this is just what I do initially to once I sign in. If I'm not like working on starting up a heist, like a Cayo Perico, if I'm not worried about running a I don't even know, right? Generally I'll spawn into my agent or my agency, excuse me, and start the day off with a security contract. Jump that thing up. It's only on a 2 minute cooldown, right? So if I was to call Franklin, I could rerun that up, make another 60K real quick, right? 50K.
Hey, partner.
Boom, I can start it up. That's not what I'm really after right now. But you can see how you can mess around and make pretty solid money from this, right? If I would have made that 100K, would have did another one for 50, could have got 45. Like that's 200K in not that much time. Now it does cost, right? It does cost a good bit of money, but it is a money maker as well. Passively, actively, if you want to do heists, if you're by yourself, if you're with friends. Either way, right? It's actually top notch in my opinion. Yeah, but little agency showcase, nothing crazy. I wish I did the security contract successfully, but that it is what it is, right? Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's not. Whatever, no big deal. But speaking of boy, Lee Broly, Broly, if you made it this far, leave a Subaki. Leave a Subaki in the comments. Leave a Subak. Subak Besh. Subak Besh. Subak. Subak Besh. Subak Besh.